Maximus Analysis here for May 2nd, 2016. And again, we are going to just continue to watch this weekly time frame a little bit more than the daily, because I want to see where things are going to go. We see the downtrend line is in effect from these highs, but just want to see again if they're going to break below this 2048 level. 2048 was Friday's low, and they bounced off of it, and you can see that they had some good strength going into above the 2075 area, 2074 area today. Again, I'm willing to be, and I posted this on my Twitter account, I'm willing to be a little bit late for these trades because of the volatility that we've started to experience. So again, I wanted to short Friday. I will not lie to you, the SPY, but I was just like, you know what, it kind of feels crowded, and I'm willing to, even if it gapped down and got to 2040, I would short then, just to verify that what's going on versus what's kind of happening right now. And we'll continue to watch it because it seems to be that we're getting some significant moves both ways. So you see on the daily time frame for the ES, you can see that it could be setting up for some higher highs. And again, they break above that 2105 area, and I think the target is 2160. But again, they break below the 2040, which we always want to be prepared for both sides of the fence. They break before the 2040, and I think that will be a significant sell signal. So tomorrow is a critical day to kind of see where they're going to go. We basically want to hold this previous low if you're on the bullseye. They're right in the middle of this price action, so we're trying our best to be as flexible as possible due to the current market conditions we're in. Looking at the NQ, we want them to hold. Now this is in a totally different position because now we have broken. Still, they got above this previous resistance level, and it was respected. False breakout, roll below. What we want to do now is if they are going to run this up, and you can see they're under their 200-day moving average, we want to see what the volume looks like going back into this area. Okay, we really want to see what's going on. Again, they're going to be tapping about the 4600 to 4550 area, and we want them not. Again, to get to 4600, we want them to break the 4456 area. So we'll continue to watch this. You can see a totally different type of chart here. And also, if you look at the weekly time frame for the NQ, you can also see that we have this lower high still in place right now. So again, even to get a pop up, again, you could put your stop on the QQQs above here. And again, it won't be the best entry, but at least it has a better type of breakdown versus what we previously saw with the ES. YM I will touch on briefly. Again, they need to hold the 17,500 level, 17,400 level. You can see why. This is the midpoint of this chop. I want to see if they're going to break down. CL, I posted something yesterday on Twitter, and I use TradingView. You can follow me, Maximus-Analysis at tradingview.com. I just was saying that it's not a matter of if this is going to break back down, but just this was getting a little bit long in the tooth, and I said, listen, if you can roll your stop up to protect profits, please do so around this 4612 area. And we want to see if they're going to break and hold this 4312 area on any type of pullback. We do not want to see them under the 4280 area. 4280 area still puts them back here to test these previous high, but we don't want it to come down with any type of force. We're going to continue to watch this as well for the crude names. Again, it's not a matter of saying that it's bullish or bearish, like you should go short right now, which you could. Your stop will be clearly defined above here. It's just saying that when you get in something, just don't feel like it's going to go up infinitely, and make sure that you're locking in some profits and not being a pig. And I think I actually used the pig reference that pigs get slaughtered. Just lock in some stuff when you can. All right, let's look at some equity names now, and we're going to start with Amazon, which continues its onslaught upwards, breaking above, look like they're going for the new highs, and it just needs to hold this 634 area. If it breaks above this 700, I think we could definitely see 750. And we're going to watch that. Key date for this one is the 16th. We have a lot of different ones. We're going to look on the 16th to see kind of what happens with some names. But you can look here on Amazon and see on the weekly time frame that again they're continuing to move up. We just want to see how this candle closes for the weekly. Again, I do use the longer time frames a lot just to kind of give myself some time to think the positions out. Baidu on the daily time frame, we can see we had a gap down because of earnings, and they're still above their 200-day moving average, but anything below this 176.08, and they can go to that 163.06 area quickly. And again, of course, I think if they start really breaking down, they could definitely get to that 130 area. But I'm just going to give levels on the way up and down as well, because you can see this crept all the way up and then it broke down. So even just a little pop up to break down, as long as it's underneath this, kind of this going on here. So if it does one of these, that's what we could potentially see. And I'll just leave it up there. Who knows what's going to happen? It could just continue to go down if they gap down and test that 200-day moving average for Baidu. Now we're going to look at Google, and it was up 6 and a little bit, but you can see that it's a pretty beat up name, and we do not want to discount looking at the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame for Google, I mean, some people are like, should I buy now? I'm like, well, it depends on what time frame you're looking at. Again, if you're looking at a 133 tick, if you're looking at a 120 minute, it's two different types of trades, and make sure you're defining time frame will define how you're supposed to be trading things. So, but make sure if you're looking at a swing that you're looking at these higher time frames, not just really looking at the lower time frames, and it's getting you not looking at the big picture of the movements. And we'll continue to watch that. But last but not least, we'll have price line on the daily, and this one has just been a painful type of moves both ways. It's just been really sideways right now, but it has earnings on the 4th, so I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of fireworks happening, and I think that's for both names. We have Tesla and Priceline on the same day, so you can see that this price action, is just staying with, it's just tightening up, and it's going to coil and go one way or the other. We'll continue to watch and make sure that we're prepared for both sides of the fence. They want to stay above this, I'd say 1250, 1260 area on any type of pullback down. But again, it's kind of like a crapshoot, unless, if you're in it already, you can hold through earnings. But if you're initiating a position, I don't really like to initiate right before earnings. I just don't like it. If I'm a couple weeks in, that's fine, but if not, I'll wait and pass. So again, start off to the week. Let's look at the ES one more time, and we could break it down to a smaller time frame, like a 60-minute, and you can see that again we've had some breakdowns, huge volatility up, and now they're coming back into this area right here. So we want to see if they come up to the 200-day, which still is a significant move from these lows. Again, 2048 levels. See if they come all the way up to that 2080 again, and what happens. But the overnight action we'll see, because they have a lot of supply above, and again, they could crush right through it. But we'll continue to watch from there. So take care and trade them well.